We have your all-access pass to Saratoga New Year's Eve. I'm your host, MacKenzie Zarzycki.
And I'm Jessie House.
And tonight, we're broadcasting live from Saratoga Arms Hotel. In just a little bit, we're going to show you the live fireworks right behind us at the Saratoga City Center parking garage.
The excitement will then continue as a live performance downtown venues featuring headliner and renowned musician Ben Folds at the Saratoga City Center.
Mystic Bowie's Talking Dreads at Universal Preservation Hall. Los Sugar Kings at Caffe Lena.
And Dogs in a Pile at Putnam Place, which is actually sold out, but that's so great. It's such a great band.
We're super excited. And if you haven't gotten your buttons yet, you can pick them up at the Saratoga Springs City Center and Universal Preservation Hall. So in addition to the fireworks, we're going to introduce you to some of the folks who made tonight possible. Saratoga New Year's Eve is presented by Discover Saratoga, Saratoga County Chamber of Commerce, Saratoga Springs City Center, Downtown Business Association, the City of Saratoga Springs, and in partnership with Proctors Collaborative. This live broadcast is made possible thanks to Bright-Sided Media and Saratoga Arms Hotel. Let's do a cheers.
I think that's, yes. Oh, yes. A good start.
So we have to shout out Lifestyles of Saratoga and Caroline in Maine for the outfit tonight. Thank you, Heidi and Stacy, for dressing me.
And thank you, Laura, over at Violet's. This outfit is amazing. It's so warm. It's so chic, so cozy. I'm
So
obsessed with
sparkly.
it. So sparkly. I love it.
And thank you to Nurture Green Salon and Spa for our hair and makeup.
Thank you so much.
So in just a little bit, we're going to live broadcast the fireworks from right over here at the Saratoga Springs City Center parking garage. We're also going to have some live music by local band Tops of Trees, who will be performing right over on Ellsworth Jones Place from 5 to 6:30.
What are you most excited for?
Oh, I'm excited about Ben Folds, actually.
Yeah, honestly, I am too. I love live music, anything like that. And of course, right here, right behind us, downtown Saratoga, live music is the best. So very excited for that.
Totally. And there's going to be music throughout downtown all night long. In addition to the venues we mentioned, a lot of the local bars are having their own music and parties. And our very own Jessie House will be attending some of those parties later tonight.
Yes. So please say hi and buy me a drink. No, I'm kidding. No, yes. Cantina, at the 408 in Cantina, Putnam Place, obviously, like we mentioned. Caroline Street Pub, the Night Owl, a bunch of other spots. Mittler's is having live music as well. So
Spa City Tap and Barrel.
Yep. Everyone is doing something. So wherever you go, something's going on.
Saratoga First Day 5K is tomorrow. If you haven't registered yet, you can still go online and do so at SaratogaNYE.com. What
I
else?
should have signed up for that.
Awesome,
but
I
feel like I
know.
probably wouldn't have run it.
I should have started the day. My New Year's resolution should be get back in shape.
Isn't that everyone's, right?
Yes.
It's usually, that's like the busiest day of the year for gyms because everyone goes to it and everything.
And drink more water.
Drink more water.
That's always a good one.
Yeah.
Drink
That's
champagne.
good. Drink champagne. That's
Cheers.
what tonight's all about.
Yes.
And what else can we expect
Yes.
tonight? Who else is coming on this?
There's going to be family-friendly activities throughout town. Trying to think of what else. There's so much going on. Lots of live music. There's food and bar at the city center as well, so you could stay there for quite a while. Saratoga Arms is having a VIP party on their front porch. We've got champagne, all sorts of fun people over there celebrating.
Yes, very fun. Jealous. No, we're having our own little party over
We're
here.
having our party. Our party's the best party.
Yes, that's right.
So in a little bit, we're going to interview Rachel, the general manager from Saratoga Arms, and talk about some of their upcoming events that they have planned at the hotel. I can't wait to learn more.
Yes. Oh my God, that's very exciting. If you haven't been to Saratoga Arms, it is a beautiful boutique hotel right on the strip of Broadway. We're on the porch right now. Oh my God, I could stay here forever. I'm from here. I love Saratoga, and just Saratoga Arms is something you have to see if you're down here.
Yes, and if you caught our first episode about accommodations, I interviewed Amy Smith, and we learned all about the property, including this historic Saratoga porch, which is extra wide, so we have more room to gather and chat, enjoy a breakfast, champagne. It's totally regal.
It is. It really is. It's beautiful. And it's all decked out with lights and festive for New Year's Eve and from the holidays.
So gorgeous.
Stop by, give us a wave. We'll say hi.
Awesome. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back. Welcome to the Destination Saratoga podcast. This is your all-access pass to Saratoga County. I'm your host, MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm excited to kick off this journey with you. In regards to this podcast, I think what is most important to me is showcasing Saratoga County. I love this place. I have a dream job, being able to market Saratoga County every day and come into work and talk about the hidden gems.
Actually going to these places and seeing goats or seeing the racetrack or seeing something that maybe no one has experienced before is just wonderful to be able to bring online, and anyone across the country, across the world can see it.
I want everyone to come here and experience Saratoga County. It's definitely got a city vibe, but a small town feel where you know everyone. You walk down the street and you recognize someone. Everyone is so nice and so friendly. Saratoga is more than just downtown Saratoga. We have a lot of neighboring cities and towns.
And I think that's something that's so beautiful. You can be downtown in a city vibe, but then 10, 15, 20 minutes, you see nothing but green pastures and cows and all this stuff. And it's like, Where am I? But I'm in such a versatile place and it's beautiful.
We have tons of things to do. A lot of outdoor activities, hiking, biking trails.
Grabbing a coffee and going to a cute little cozy cafe, grabbing a book and bringing it along with me, or even my laptop, and just like people watching. If I sit in a window and just watch downtown.
Saratoga is more than just a summer destination, and I want to show that. The inside track is going to be a short 90-second video highlighting different attractions and hidden gems in Saratoga County.
I'm here at Dancing Green.
Whereas the podcast, it's going to be longer, in-depth interviews where we can really take a peek behind the curtain, understand the why of the business owner, the restaurant, the retailer, the attraction. I showed her pictures of my kitchen renovation, and I was like, look.
It looks exactly like my kitchen renovation.
Except for my kitchen could fit in the bathroom at Brookmere, but you know. We have such a tight-knit, giving, welcoming, friendly community. There's a lot of great stories out there that need to be heard, and I'm hoping to offer a platform for our members to share their story. Welcome back to the Destination Saratoga All Access podcast. I'm MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm here with Rachel Paley, the general manager of Saratoga Arms Hotel. Right now, we're jamming out to Tops of Trees over at Ellsworth Jones Place.
We are. They sound great.
They do sound great.
Yes.
And there's a lot of stuff going on in the porch right now. Can you talk a little bit about what Saratoga Arms has tonight?
Yes. So we are hosting a front porch fireworks bash. We are lucky to have the best view of the fireworks that are going off on the Sitter Center garage. So we invited some guests, we invited some friends from the community, and we're serving cocktails. We have some food. And we're all out here, we're a little bit cold, but we're having fun.
It's actually warmer than I thought it would be.
It is, we're very lucky.
But I have this awesome coat from Lifestyles of Saratoga, so it's keeping me nice and warm.
You look gorgeous.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
So Saratoga Arms is famous for your personalized events. Can you tell us a little bit about what you have coming up?
Yes, we have a lot of fun stuff happening this winter. The first, I think, more exciting thing that we've never done before is we have picked one day in February where we're inviting kids to come and stay at the hotel. We are hosting an American Girl doll Mommy and Me sleepover, which we're very excited about.
I will be coming.
MacKenzie is coming, which is going to be very exciting. And we have a wonderful beer weekend that is in partnership with Saratoga Beer Fest across the street. We're partnering with Whitman Brewing, and we have a package. Guests can get VIP access to the summit.
Oh, that's great.
We do a 4-course beer breakfast. If you ever want to have a little IPA at 9 a.m., you can come on over. Whitman will be here doing all of their beer pairings with us. So that's a fun weekend. And then we're doing some fun collaboration packages over the winter with other local businesses. So we're doing a fabulous one with 15 Church Restaurant.
Ooh,
if you don't know, they're doing a fabulous 8-course tasting menu this winter.
Love
so
that.
you can come and stay. You can go dine. Get a little couples massage at Sacred Spa out in Schuylerville.
That's a beautiful spa.
Yeah, beautiful spa. So yeah, just a little sampling of what we have going on.
That sounds like so much fun. I personally am very excited about the American Girl Doll Night. My daughter has been asking for days when we will be attending. And I
love
see
that.
you brought something cute to show too.
Did. So part of the package is that all of the moms, daughters, and dolls get matching pajamas. So
I can't wait.
Could these be any cuter?
No!
These are the little doll
Stop
pajamas.
it.
Yeah, they just came. So we're having a lot of fun with that package.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
Just in time for Valentine's Day. Very fun and a different event than we ever do before.
Yeah,
so
you said first time inviting children.
first time inviting children. We are a hotel that is 12 and older most of the time.
Good to know.
So this is fun for the staff. It'll be fun for the people to come.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about your food. And you offer breakfast now to the public?
We do. We are a full breakfast restaurant 7 days a week. So we have a beautiful fine dining farm to table breakfast. And guests
Love your dining room.
Thank you. They can come in off of the street, part of the community, any day. And
I love that.
Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 10:30, and then until 11:30 on the weekends.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks.
What is your favorite dish on the breakfast menu?
Oh my God, so many. We have a Saratoga scramble that has a little bit of shishito pepper, chorizo, manchego cheese over scrambled eggs. Like a little bit spicy. It's so good.
That sounds
So
delicious.
good. Yeah.
Oh, so good. I like a little bit of the sweeter stuff too. Do you do pancakes or French toast?
Oh yes, we have pancakes, we have French toast. We're always doing different specials. So
Love
right
that.
now we're doing a cranberry spice pancake
Ooh,
that we've been running in December. That
Sounds
is
very festive.
Very festive.
delicious.
Yes.
Well, I'm so excited. This is such a great atmosphere.
Thank
Your
you.
property is so gorgeous. I'm so lucky to be sitting here on your front porch. We have the best view.
We do. We have the best view. So.
I can't wait to see the fireworks just behind us at the city center parking garage at 6 o'clock.
Yes. Soon.
In 10 minutes. So stay tuned because we will be broadcasting live right here from Saratoga Arms Hotel.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. We love having you guys
Yes.
here.
Oh, I have to ask though before you go.
Please.
What is your New Year's resolution?
Oh my God. That's a pressure-filled. What is my New Year's resolution? Participate in more community events.
Oh, I love that. That's a great one.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite things about Saratoga is how everyone is so ingrained in the community. Everyone gives back.
Absolutely.
All of the local organizations do such wonderful things for people in our community, and I'm just so grateful to be a part.
I agree.
4 minutes till fireworks. 4 minutes till fireworks. All right, it's 6 p.m. The fireworks are about to go off any minute now on top of the city center parking garage right here behind me. This is MacKenzie Zarzycki broadcasting live from Saratoga Arms Hotel. Get ready.
What's going on, podcaster? DJ Rogan. We know her. How's it going? We'll figure it out. Okay, well, goodbye. What is my interview? I don't get one? Wow. When's Ben's interview? This is great.
Welcome back to the Destination Saratoga All Access Pass. I'm MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm here with my boss, Darryl Leggieri.
Hey, wow, this is fun.
Welcome.
This is a lot of fun.
Isn't it?
What a spot.
I
You got
know.
the best spot in downtown Saratoga.
We totally do. Thank you to Amy and her staff at Saratoga Arms, because this is the best spot.
They rock. Her crew is the best.
Yes. So what'd you think? That was like one of the best fireworks displays I've ever seen.
Absolutely. So I was at the top of the parking garage watching it all happen, and then started to make my way down to be on time for the show. And just watching everybody looking up with big smiles, with their kids, with their friends and family. Everybody was like in unity watching the fireworks, looking up and just with a big smile. And I was like, that's pretty cool. And that's one of the things we're trying to do, is bring people together at a
I love
special
that.
event. Yeah.
I love that. So let's talk about Discover Saratoga's role in this event and kind of what made this come to fruition.
Yeah, well, we're in the business of putting on events. We're trying to create opportunities to bring people together. And I think it gives our community, it gives locals a sense of pride
Yeah, totally.
when we put something like this together in their backyard. And I think that's what I hold dear. Of course, it's got economic impact for our small businesses too,
Yeah.
right? Creating this opportunity to bring thousands of people to downtown. Look at them all. It's crazy. It's great. It's awesome. They're coming here, they're spending money, but they're creating memories with their friends and family.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
I love it. This event has evolved a lot over the years. I know it started as Saratoga First Night, now it's Saratoga New Year's Eve. Can you talk about the transitions and even how the fireworks changed from midnight to 6 p.m.? It's really become a family-friendly event.
Yeah, we're looking, from the economic standpoint of it, and just from the attendee standpoint too. We try to bring it down a little bit, and just try to have fewer working parts.
Yeah.
So less volunteers needed, things like that, so we can actually execute well.
Yeah.
And I think if just getting smaller and executing well was one of our first points, but also bringing the fireworks from midnight, because it used to be at midnight.
Yeah.
And it was a big issue with traffic and just making sure everybody stayed safe at midnight.
Yeah.
But then families couldn't really enjoy it. So we wanted to make sure that this was for the kids and the families and bringing them all, and they're all down here,
Yeah.
which, just makes me feel good. I feel like we made the right decision to make that change.
I agree.
Yeah.
You have kids, I have kids, and I think that this is really a family-friendly event. And the fact that there are multiple families, children of all ages, who can come out and see the fireworks
Yeah.
and then go home at a reasonable hour, I think is really cool.
Yeah. Wait, do I get to go home at a reasonable hour too?
Nope, you have to stay out till midnight.
Yeah, all right. I'm in. Put me in, coach.
All right, so New Year's Eve, what are your resolutions for 2025?
Wow. It's always an opportunity to get better, to get sharper. And I think just being more mindful, being more in the moment, and appreciating what's around me. Because, we've got a great city. We've got a great team at Discover Saratoga. All of you guys rock. And just being able to enjoy that process more as we're doing good things personally and professionally.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh gosh, where do I begin? No, I'm really excited. Now that we have had a year under our belt for the TPA, Tourism Promotion Agency,
Yep.
I feel like we can really rock this year. We got our bearings. We've launched some new media from the podcast, the YouTube series. We have a mobile app. We have a pretty awesome website. I'm really excited to continue to elevate our
Yeah.
presence professionally.
Yep.
Our team is awesome. We have a really fun team, and I think every department is operating on all cylinders right now. And personally, I agree with being present. I feel like when you have little kids, everything moves so fast.
Yeah.
And I get torn between wanting them to grow up and be more self-sufficient and then keeping them babies forever. So
It's a
I
delicate
wanna
balance.
practice being present with the
Yeah.
children. So
Yeah.
and traveling. I want to travel more this
There
year.
you go. There you go.
So definitely top of my list. Now I know you like to hike and be outdoors.
Yeah.
Where are some of your favorite spots in Saratoga County?
Wow, in Saratoga County, I go to, just to be more mindful and escape, it's a quick escape, is to go to Moreau Lake.
Yeah.
And do the hike up to the Outlook. It's like an hour round trip, but it just clears the mind, gets the blood pumping, get a little cardio in, and kind of recenter. That's a great spot.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want to try to snowshoe in Saratoga State Park.
There you go.
I've always wanted to. I haven't done it yet, but it's definitely on my list this year, and
Yep.
get more into skiing again.
There you go. We need more snow, but it'll come.
Yeah,
It'll
not
come.
tonight though. It's
Not
not
tonight.
too cold.
Not
It's
tonight.
not too warm. I'm feeling pretty good in
my God.
big fur coat.
We totally lucked out with the weather, didn't we?
I know. The
Yeah.
last 2 days have been like 40, 45 degrees.
It's
Can't
awesome.
complain at all.
And that's what I think a lot of people came out tonight.
Absolutely.
They made the choice to come out. Ticket sales are strong in the day, for the day. The weather definitely helps for sure.
That's great. All right, last question. You're a big music person. Who are you most excited to hear tonight?
Oh, it's got to be Ben Folds. Ben Folds has been around forever, and he is just a great lyricist, great musician, so witty, can make you laugh, can make you get sad, and I've never seen him live, and I'm really looking forward to this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to hear Mystic Bowie. I love the reggae.
Well, I
jam
hear that's
band
really
vibe.
upbeat and
Yeah.
really festive.
UPH, so
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to sit with you today. Thank you for allowing us to have the opportunity to launch this podcast. I guess that's...
All right. Well, where's the champagne? I want champagne. Everybody's
Bring out
got
the
champagne but me.
All right, so we're going to toss it over to the Inside Track with Jessie House, our episode from this August featuring Saratoga Racecourse.
Hi everyone, this is Jessie from Discover Saratoga. Come along with me as I spend a day at Saratoga Racecourse. Saratoga Racecourse made history this year, hosting the 156th running of the Belmont Stakes. The jockeys behind me are painted to represent the winning horses of the Belmont Stakes and the Travers Stakes. While you're here, visit the newly renovated Jim Dandy Bar and get the official drink of the Saratoga Racecourse, Saratoga Sunrise. Welcome to the Turf Terrace. For a more upscale option, you can purchase tickets to the Turf Terrace, complete with your own table and digital betting. Hi, can I just do a $2 bet for the next race? Number 4. Thank you. There's a couple ways to bet here at Saratoga Racecourse, at a betting window, through digital betting, or even on the Naira Bets app. Hope I win. I'm here in the backyard, which is filled with picnic tables that are up for grabs for anyone at the beginning of the day. You can bring your own coolers, food, set up a whole chair that you can post up for the whole day while you watch the races. There are 23 mineral springs in Saratoga, one of which is the Big Red Spring. Let's take a sip. Hattie's Chicken Shack is a Saratoga staple. Now let's dig in. Whether you win, place, or show, it's always a great time at Saratoga Racecourse. See you next time.
Saratoga County Chamber, welcome.
Hey, happy to be here.
Yay, we're so excited to have you. So let's talk about Saratoga New Year's Eve and the Chamber's role in this event.
Oh boy. So, as you know, we're part of a partnership,
Yes.
right? So a collaboration between the Chamber, Discover Saratoga, the City Center, the Downtown Business Association. We've got Proctors Collaborative involved this year heavily, which is really helpful. We have Caffe Lena as a venue.
Yes.
And then obviously the city has also been a partner. Dylan Moran, Commissioner Moran, was one of the folks that originally helped us put this all back together after the pandemic. So
That's awesome. And from what I know, you guys got together, reinvented this event. As Darryl and I were talking about, we made it more family friendly, started a little earlier. What are some of your favorite changes from first night to where we brought it to today?
yeah, so just the ability to be able to do it again.
It's a big deal.
We really missed it in 2020. In 2021, all of our organizations, so again, Discover the City Center and the Chamber were probably the lead ones at the time, We were talking to the Saratoga Casino.
Yeah.
We were talking to Proctors. We were trying to figure out a way to make it happen, and we just couldn't pull it off in 21. The challenge was being able to book artists.
Yeah.
And in that time, you know, even their worlds had changed too.
Absolutely.
So for me, it really is just being able to welcome thousands of people
I love
to the
that.
community again. And, you know, many of them are from the area, and this is a tradition for them. So to be able to bring that tradition back, I love the family-friendly fireworks at 6. I mean, my kids are 34 and 30, so if they were here, they'd probably be out till 2, 3 in the morning. But for those folks who have younger kids,
Yes.
this makes a lot more sense, right?
Absolutely. Mine got to watch them live, which was really cool.
Yay.
So thank you to Death Wish and Druthers and all of the sponsors who made this possible, because that was literally one of the best fireworks shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, the Santori who does this for us, you know, they were super helpful too at the very beginning. They wanted to bring this back. They wanted to bring the All-American celebration for July 4th back. Those are the 2 fireworks displays that we have now in Saratoga. We don't try to do it any more than that, but you need them to help.
Yeah.
And they do just a fantastic job.
Absolutely. So you talked a little bit about community. I know you are very involved in the community, and we're all so grateful for everything you and the Chamber do. What does the community mean to you? And let's talk about, from a local perspective, the different organizations and what you participate in as the Chamber.
Yeah, so what the community means to me, I mean, I live a half mile that way, right? So I feel like I'm in the downtown area. And one of the things that I love about Saratoga is that, you know, during the pandemic, we were stronger together.
Yeah.
With an emphasis on the together part. This community comes together like no one else. So you think of even some larger cities in our area, when they have a major event,
Yeah.
it's within the facility. It's not in the community. When we have a major event, whether it's Chowderfest
yeah.
or New Year's Eve or All-American Celebration or Giant Pumpkin Fest or the Victorian Street Walk, it's out in the community.
Absolutely.
So to me, it's one of the reasons why this is such a great place to live.
Yeah.
That these aren't just for visitors, these are for the community to come and enjoy.
I love that. Yeah, you guys do a really good job. I know you do like a locals campaign to give back, and that's really important for us and for the Chamber especially, to love where you live, love where you work. And I think you guys are doing a really good job of showing your love for Saratoga County.
Well, as you know, our Love Our Locals campaign started during the pandemic with
Yep.
Save Our Locals. We had to save them first.
Yeah.
And now every year from November through December, you know, anybody that shops and spends this year $20.24 or
Yep.
more, or makes a donation to a local nonprofit, $20.24 or more, they are eligible to win up to $10,000 in gift cards.
That's awesome.
So again, local businesses, we're at Saratoga Arms, right?
Yep.
And you walk up and down Broadway or you go off on the side streets, what do you see? Locally owned businesses.
Yeah.
In order for them to compete with online, in order for them to compete with the big box stores,
Yeah.
we need locals to love their locals. And that's what the Chamber's campaign is all about.
I love it. That's one of my favorite things about Saratoga. I love the big box stores, don't get me wrong, but when you walk down this street, there are so many local businesses. You see people you know, everyone is so thrilled for you to walk in their store, eat at their restaurant. Saratoga is just such a great place to live and work, and I think you do a really good job of promoting it.
Thank you. Yeah, and you know, it attracts major investment, right? Because people want to be in a special place where there are unique stores, shops, restaurants, bars. So we've got hundreds of millions of dollars being invested
Yeah.
in our community, whether it's at Treehouse Brewing or Regeneron or Celino or Global Foundries,
Yep.
Bass Pro Shops. All that's happening in our area because of what we've done here collectively as a community over the last 50 years.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before we go,
Yeah.
I have to ask, what's your New Year's resolution?
So I'll give you one. I actually have several every year.
Good for you.
I don't know that I call them resolutions. I focus more on their goals. But one of them is around running. And obviously anybody watching this, you can run with me tomorrow in the first day 5K.
Yes.
It starts at 11 a.m. right outside of the city center.
Nice.
It's just a 5K, so 3.1 miles. My goal next year, I turn 58 next year, and I want to run 580 miles.
Wow. Wow.
So I'm going to start with the first 3 miles
Good for
tomorrow.
you. That's awesome. Now, if you want to register for the 5K tomorrow, how do you do that?
You can go online, go to SaratogaNYE.com and
Got
click
it.
through. And I do believe they will accept same race day registrations.
So up till tomorrow.
Yeah,
at
so
11.
9 a.m. tomorrow morning at the City Center.
Okay.
You can come pick up your packet. You can come sign up. And
Awesome.
the race starts at 11.
That's great. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I hope
Thank you.
achieve your goal.
Thanks.
And thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Have you seen the podcast?
Oh, yes. Did you get to watch the first episode of the podcast?
That was today.
It launched today.
I had no chance.
It's okay. You had a lot going on.
I was even hoping to get a nap in today, but that was not possible. This will be one of those 14-hour days
No, I hear
where I
you.
didn't have a second.
I hear you. Well, after you run your 5K
Yes.
and then get some rest,
Yep.
watch the first episode.
I will do that.
It's about accommodations. We interviewed Amy Smith here at the Arms, and we got an exclusive look at Brookmere, the new property over at
Oh, cool.
Longfellows.
Very cool.
So,
I haven't even
very
been there
excited.
yet.
It's awesome. You'll see some fun little nuggets in that episode. We got a little behind the scenes, got to see the bar, the dining room, and one of the hotel rooms.
Awesome.
So, it was
That's great.
cool. Yes.
I can't wait.
Awesome. Welcome to the Destination Saratoga podcast. This is your all-access pass to Saratoga County. I'm your host, MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm excited to kick off this journey with you. What is most important to me is showcasing Saratoga County. I love this place. I have a dream job, being able to market Saratoga County every day and come into work and talk about the hidden gems and understand the why of the business owner, the restaurant, the retailer, the attraction. I showed her pictures of my kitchen renovation and I was like, look,
It looks exactly like my kitchen renovation.
except for my kitchen could fit in the bathroom at Brookmere, but you know. We have such a tight-knit, giving, welcoming, friendly community. There's a lot of great stories out there that need to be heard, and I'm hoping to offer a platform for our members to share their story.
Who is that?
I'm your host, Hey, kids.
Hey, kids. This has been so fun watching and learning about everything that goes into throwing this huge event tonight. And I'm here I happen to run the production company that's helping put it on, but I am learning so much about what it takes to put on a huge fireworks show.
Yeah.
And this big event.
Yeah.
And it has been so wonderful to hear from people about how it all goes.
Yeah, there's
So-
a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and we are so fortunate to be able to get the inside scoop from the folks who are putting this event on.
Yes. And I think I see our next guest now.
I do. Speaking
All right. I just sat in here to be a filler for a short minute.
we appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, and Happy New Year,
Welcome,
everyone.
Brian. Come on over. We're live.
We're live. That's
We're
awesome. I
live.
love being live.
Welcome.
I expected a cushion. There was not one.
So I'm here with Ryan McMahon from the Saratoga Springs City Center. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I hear you're very busy over there tonight.
We've been a little bit busy. Sawyer Fredericks immediately got to the point where it was one person has to leave for someone else to come in.
Okay.
We are really pushing well past the last few years' ticket sales.
That's awesome.
Back up to like pre-COVID numbers, which is just phenomenal.
Oh, that's so good to hear.
Yes.
So tell us about your role in Saratoga New Year's Eve and what it takes to put on an event like this at the city center.
So my experience is, am I supposed to be looking at you or there? Where do
You
you
can
want-
look at me,
Okay.
or you can
I'm gonna
look
look
at
over
the
here.
camera.
So my background is production management. In New York City, I was a Broadway production manager for several years. I helped bring a Broadway theater back to life. So I really know production and how to get events out. I've taken the lead role on the production aspect of things. I'm working with the artists, their management, working with the sound and audio, video, and lighting providers, and I really spearhead all of that on top of all the other stuff that goes into this. So I'm just one of the producers among many.
Yeah, so you're a busy guy.
Try to be.
Yeah,
It's a lot more fun to be busy than not.
that is true. So what does it take to convert the city center into a music venue?
Well, Okay, it's mostly we own all the staging, so that's the easy part because we do staging for other events. There'll be stages for speakers and everything else. Matter of fact, we even had a Holstein sale, a cow that sold for $100,000 on this very stage that Ben Folds is on. I bet he'd be really impressed. So we do up all the staging and that sort of stuff. Then we work with High Peak Sound or a few other people, but for this event in particular, High Peak Sound, who's a major concert events company around this area.
Okay.
They bring in trusses, genie lifts, lighting, sound package. In this case, a Steinway piano, which was tuned twice already today.
Wow.
Which is, that's the high-end piano there is. So, and
that's for Ben Folds?
Yeah, that's for Ben Folds. And we are there from, I started this morning at 7 a.m.
Wow.
And I'll go straight through. It's kind of like for Belmont on Broadway, which is very similar. I was here at 6 a.m.
Yep.
And here all through the entire thing.
Well, I hope you get to celebrate when the show is done.
I do. We'll sit around and have a quiet drink once the show is over.
Yes. So, who are you most excited to hear play tonight?
I mean, I love Ben. I love Ben, and more importantly, Mrs. McMahon loves Ben.
Yes.
So she is very excited for this. She is right up front. I've seen Ben a few times, and he's an excellent performer. I think it'll be a great show. I did slip in and see some of Sawyer Fredericks. He really did a good job. And I'm a little bummed I'm not going to get down to see the Figs. I would love to see them down at UPH. They're a fantastic band, and I just can't get that far.
Yeah, you've got a lot going on.
I have a few things, a little bit.
So let's talk about your engagement in the community. I know you and Todd and Darryl work closely together for a lot of events.
Yes.
Let's talk about what you do in the community.
Well, it's not, and let's say it's not. Todd is the convention bureau. Nope, that was wrong. Todd's the Chamber of Commerce. Darryl's the convention bureau.
Yep.
But we also have Deann, who runs the DBA, Samantha from Saratoga Preservation, and now Greg with the SEDC. And we really have formed a united front on a lot of things. We can do a lot more together than we do separately.
Yes.
And that's coming out of COVID, and it's for us one of the better stories of COVID. In the community, a lot of stuff. I'm on the board for the DBA. I'm in the board for Discover Saratoga.
Yep.
And then I try and get involved in a lot of things. We work closely with the other not-for-profits in town. We work closely with the other organizations, partnering with UPH. And then it's just being as supportive as I can of everything else. Our job at the City Center is not to really hold conventions. Our job is to bring people to community who shop and eat and stay in our lovely community. We want to fill the hotels. We want to fill the restaurants. When the track season ends, Saratoga has to find ways to bring more people in, and that is really at the end of the day our job. We're lucky we have a partner like Discover, and we're lucky we have a beautiful, walkable downtown like no one else has.
Absolutely. So Saratoga, you mentioned the racetrack. Saratoga is more than just a summer destination.
Exactly.
There is so much to do during the winter. What kind of activities do you like to do, or would you recommend to someone visiting Saratoga during the winter?
I used to be a skier. And I can't, there's a lot of skiing and a quick drive from here, so you can have the great food and lodgings here, drive out for a day of skiing, and really have a great day. That's my favorite. And now I'm more limited to cross-country skiing because I'm old.
You're not old.
And that's it. And then for me, it's really like snowball fights with the kids as much. And I can't recommend that anyone have a snowball fight with my kids. They're terrible.
My kids like building snowmen.
Yes, that's the other one. And also mine are terrible at that too.
No way.
When you're 4 and 8, you're not real good at a lot of things.
Stop it. You're really good at putting on events.
Yes, that's what we specialize in. That's our biggest thing.
Well, I'm really excited. I hope that I'll have a chance to get over there and see some of the music, particularly Ben Folds. So thank you for putting this on. Before I let you go, I have to ask, what are some of your New Year's resolutions?
Oh, God. I mean, I try and do rolling resolutions throughout the year. You know what? I'll make a resolution for this year. I'm going to work for trying to find one more big idea we could do to help this town.
I love that.
One more big idea. And maybe this time one more big idea for some of the people that actually live here that they'll come and enjoy. We did Belmont on Broadway this summer, and that really drew from a local audience that I think was great for the community. And maybe I'll look for one more thing that will really jazz up the locals and get them excited for stuff.
All right, so make me a promise. When you're ready to announce this big idea, you're going to do it on the Destination Saratoga podcast.
Where else would I do it?
Love it.
No one else wants to talk to me.
Oh, that's not true.
I know.
But I appreciate the support.
Yep. Glad to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you are enjoying what you're seeing here today, please subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, and we'll definitely fill you in a little bit more later.
Send them a bunch of stuff of what other bands you'd like to see in the future, too. It'll be great for them to feed it all to me and have to go through it.
Yes, if you have any ideas of what you want to see on the podcast or bands for next year's Saratoga New Year's Eve, you can email podcast@discoversaratoga.org.
See, I made her do a plug.
Welcome to the Destination Saratoga podcast. This is your all-access pass to Saratoga County. I'm your host, MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm excited to kick off this journey with you. What is most important to me is showcasing Saratoga County. I love this place. I have a dream job, being able to market Saratoga County every day and come into work and talk about the hidden gems and understand the why of the business owner, the restaurant, the retailer, the attraction. I showed her pictures of my kitchen renovation and I was like, look.
It looks exactly like my kitchen renovation.
Except for my kitchen could fit in the bathroom at Brookmere, but you know. We have such a tight-knit, giving, welcoming, friendly community. There's a lot of great stories out there that need to be heard, and I'm hoping to offer a platform for our members to share their story. Welcome back to the Destination Saratoga All Access Pass. I am your host, MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm here with Deann Devitt from Adirondack Trust, and she's also the president of the Saratoga DBA. Welcome.
Hello, MacKenzie. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Deann and I go way back. Besties from Leadership Saratoga.
Class of 2018.
Oh, yeah. I have to ask, where is your coat from?
Carolina, Maine.
It's
right
gorgeous.
Here downtown.
I love it.
Yours is very amazing
Thank
as well.
you.
Where's that?
Lifestyles.
Here
It's
we are,
very warm.
representing.
Local. Of course, the DBA president representing local.
Yes, we have to. We have to try to support our local businesses whenever we can.
Of course. And there's so many great shops downtown as well as restaurants. Talk about the DBA and what the Downtown Business Association is.
So the DBA was actually formed in the 70s as a collaboration to grow and promote downtown Saratoga Springs. And as we all know, the 70s of Saratoga were not like the 2024s of Saratoga. So that was the initial start, and it's been many, many years of growing and changing. And now I think the DBA really is about promoting downtown and promoting our small businesses and really bringing forth like events and fun things for the community and just being a community.
I love it. So talking about fun events, what is your role in Saratoga New Year's Eve?
So we are very lucky to be a part of this. We collaborate very closely with the Chamber of Commerce, the Saratoga County, Discover Saratoga, the City Center, SCDC. That's another amazing thing about this city is that all of those organizations work so well together.
Yeah.
Universal Preservation Hall now is part of it, Caffe Lena, it's just there's so many amazing pieces to the city and everybody kind of works together. It's awesome to see.
That is definitely a common theme that I'm hearing amongst all of the folks that I've interviewed thus far is how collaborative our community is and how everyone works so nicely together to put on these events. And I think we do a great job. Tonight's event has been nothing but busy. There have been families, people out there watching fireworks. Did you get to see the fireworks?
Yes, we did get to see the fireworks. It's always amazing. And we did go a few years without them.
Yeah.
I love the 6 o'clock piece.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't want to stay up or you have young children, to be able to see them early and just go about your day, it's awesome. It's an added bonus for sure.
Yeah, I love it. So of the musicians, who are you most excited to see tonight?
I would say probably Ben Folds because I grew up as a Ben Folds 5 girl. So that's exciting to see him. Also excited to run down to UPH after we're done here just to check on the figs. It's just so fun to be a part of this event.
Yeah, I agree. And in addition to all of the acts that are part of Saratoga New Year's Eve, there are a lot of parties and events going on downtown. We actually have Jessie House out and about checking out some of the parties and events, so we'll show you some of that later. But for now, what is your New Year's resolution?
Well, if we're going to be honest,
Always.
I am not much of a resolution girl. My opinion is let's not set an unreal expectation for yourself starting January 1st because you just don't want to fail. It doesn't feel good when you fail at something.
I've got a resolution for you.
Okay.
You're going to subscribe to the Destination Saratoga podcast and tune in every other Friday to watch our newest episode.
For sure. I will absolutely do that, and I promise I probably will not be at the gym on January 2nd.
Me neither. Let's be serious. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Always a pleasure hanging out with you, Deann.
Yes, it's always nice to see you as well.
Oh.
And Happy New Year to you
Yes,
and to
you
the family
too.
and
Thank you so much.
everyone else.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to the Destination Saratoga podcast. This is your all-access pass to Saratoga County. I'm your host, MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm excited to kick off this journey with you. In regards to this podcast, I think what is most important to me is showcasing Saratoga County. I love this place. I have a dream job, being able to market Saratoga County every day and come into work and talk about the hidden gems.
Actually going to these places and seeing goats or seeing the racetrack or seeing something that maybe no one has experienced before is just wonderful to be able to bring online, and anyone across the country, across the world can see it.
I want everyone to come here and experience Saratoga County. It's definitely got a city vibe, but a small town feel where you know everyone. You walk down the street and you recognize someone. Everyone is so nice and so friendly. Saratoga is more than just downtown Saratoga. We have a lot of neighboring cities and towns.
And I think that's something that's so beautiful. You can be downtown in a city vibe, but then 10, 15, 20 minutes, you see nothing but green pastures and cows and all this stuff. And it's like, where am I? But I'm in such a versatile place and it's beautiful.
We have tons of things to do. A lot of outdoor activities, hiking, biking trails.
Grabbing a coffee and going to a cute little cozy cafe, grabbing a book and bringing it along with me, or even my laptop, and just like people watching. If I sit in a window and just watch downtown.
Saratoga is more than just a summer destination, and I want to show that. The inside track is going to be a short 90-second video highlighting different attractions and hidden gems in Saratoga County.
I'm here at Dancing Green.
Whereas the podcast, it's going to be longer, in-depth interviews where we can really take a peek behind the curtain, understand the why of the business owner, the restaurant, the retailer, the attraction. I showed her pictures of my kitchen renovation, and I was like, look.
It looks exactly like my kitchen renovation.
Except for my kitchen could fit in the bathroom at Brookmere, but you know. We have such a tight-knit, giving, welcoming, friendly community. There's a lot of great stories out there that need to be heard, and I'm hoping to offer a platform for our members to share their story. And we're back at the Destination Saratoga All Access Podcast. I'm here with Leonard, president of Proctors. Welcome.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Yes, you too.
Wow.
I'm so excited to chat with you.
Good.
So you're the brains behind all of the performers.
Let's see. I have a department of people who are doing a lot of that work. But yes, we did put the bill together for the night.
I love that. So tell me what goes into that. How do you pick the musicians? What's the process like?
Well, a little bit was trying to figure out what the partners that have done this together in the past wanted, right? The kinds of things they wanted to remain the same and the kinds of things they want to do a little differently this year. We have really good, strong relationships with lots of agencies. Since this is what we do in our day jobs and our normal. And so we just wanted to make sure we were shopping for exactly what people wanted.
Yeah.
So that's the first step. Then there's the step of figuring out who in the performance world wants to be out on New Year's, you know, and who wants to be out for the price that we want to pay. So there's a lot of pieces to it, but it's like a great game of Tetris to put a schedule like this together.
Big puzzle.
Yeah.
Well, I think you did a good job. We have some really great musicians on the bill tonight, and I'm really excited about some of them, like Lindsay Kraft and Ben Folds. Who are you excited to hear tonight?
I am a long-time Ben Folds fan, so I am really excited about him. I'm also super psyched to hear the Figs down at UTH in a little bit.
Yes.
They feel sort of like a blast from my past of sorts, and so I think I'm really excited about that. I just left the Sawyer Fredericks room, and it was packed, and people were having a great time, and he sounded fabulous.
That's awesome. Well, he was on The Voice, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A little local celebrity here in Saratoga.
The Voice or American's Got Talent. I don't remember which. One of them.
It was the television show. We'll leave it at that.
Both. Yeah, there we go. He was on TV. Excellent.
So talk about Universal Preservation Hall. The venue is fairly new to Saratoga. beautiful place with year-round music.
Yes. We opened on February 29th of 2020.
Wow.
And we were open for 13 days and 7 performances before we had to shut her down. And then
COVID.
we got back to it all after that awfulness. It is a beautiful, beautiful venue. Restored church. The Great Hall, which is upstairs, is the room that we have our performances in. It seats just about 700 people, and there isn't a bad seat in the house. Everyone feels like they're right there with the performer. We have lots of different types of things, music and comedy and lectures, and some theatrical that works in that type of space. It's a beautiful place. I hope that everyone in Saratoga will come and see us in 2025.
Me too. I have heard nothing but great things. From Taylor Swift parties to Leanne Rhymes to all sorts of musicians. It's a wonderful venue and a lot of different types of music. Something for everyone, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Which is the goal. We want Saratoga in particular, but the Capital Region as a whole. We want them to feel like they see themselves in that space, right? That there's something that they love that's going to show up there and give them a great night out. This is such a fabulous place to be able to go get something to eat and then walk to the show and then go get a drink. I mean, the venue is in a perfect spot, and this town is the perfect kind of place for that sort of night out.
Yeah, we like to call it our city in the country. Yeah. You can walk up and down these streets and find 20 different restaurants, 30 different retailers, live music on every corner. There's always something fun to do. And I think Universal Preservation Hall brings such a valuable asset to the community with the year-round music, complementing Caffe Lena and Saratoga Performing Arts Center. It's part of our culture. That arts and culture is something we really strive to have here in Saratoga Springs.
Yeah, and there's a lot of it, and it feels like we have joined a group of already existing, like you said, with Caffe Lena and SPAC and Putnam and the mansion in the summer and all those. You know, we've joined forces with a group of people that were already doing great work here, and now we've got it right off.
I think it was a good partnership this year. We've definitely grown the events from last year, and I think it's been awesome for locals and visitors. We're trying to have a little bit of everything. We've talked about moving the fireworks up to 6 p.m., making it better for families. It's literally one of the best fireworks shows I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh,
so
me
nice.
too.
And we have the perfect view right here from Saratoga Arms.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
So fun. Yes. So other than the Figs, who else is playing at UPH tonight?
Mystic Bowie, Talking Dreads.
Ooh, can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's a reggae version of Talking Heads tribute band, and they are a blast. It is absolute party. Everybody's dancing. It's a great time.
That's who I want to see tonight.
Yeah, well, then I hope I'm going to see you there.
I know. If I get away.
Good.
Well, I'm so excited to have you. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And thank you for everything you did for this event. It wouldn't have been as successful without you.
You're welcome. We loved being part of the team.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
What is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution?
I gotta ask. Put me on the spot.
You know what? Somebody asked me what my word of 2025 was going to be, and that also drives me crazy. But I decided that my word is connectivity, because I have found that more and more my days and weeks and months get really crazy if I don't remember that the most important thing I can do is look at somebody and have a real conversation, make a real connection of some sort during the day. And that's my resolution, is to try to remember that every day.
That's a great goal. Especially coming out of COVID, it's like we forget how important having connection is and meeting with people outside of a screen.
I know, we forgot.
I know.
So.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah. I wish you good luck.
Well, thank you. I'll let you know. It'll be like January 12th or something, and I'll think, oh, I didn't do it. But
that's all right. You're still in January.
Yeah,
You've got a month or two before it counts.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Happy New Year.
You too. Welcome to the Destination Saratoga podcast. This is your all-access pass to Saratoga County. I'm your host, MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm excited to kick off this journey with you. What is most important to me is showcasing Saratoga County. I love this place. I have a dream job, being able to market Saratoga County every day and come into work and talk about the hidden gems and understand the why of the business owner, the restaurant, the retailer, the attraction. I showed her pictures of my kitchen renovation, and I was like, look.
It looks exactly like my kitchen renovation.
Except for my kitchen could fit in the bathroom at Brookmere, but you know. We have such a tight-knit, giving, welcoming, friendly community. There's a lot of great stories out there that need to be heard, and I'm hoping to offer a platform for our members to share their story.
And a one, and a...
All right. So we're back at the Destination Saratoga All Access podcast. I'm your host, MacKenzie Zarzycki, and I'm here with Sly Fox, General Manager at Putnam Place. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming. So let's talk about Putnam Place, Dogs in a Pile. You sold out.
Yeah, yep. They basically sold out 4 nights in a row. They're a jam band from New Jersey, and this is one of their biggest markets. They play all over the country, but they've built here a really nice thing so that it's hard to sell out 4 nights in a row. It's hard to sell out one night. So
yeah.
So it's pretty impressive, and they're a great band.
That is pretty impressive. So why Saratoga? Why do you think they choose to come here, especially on New Year's Eve?
I think we have a big following for that kind of music. Like with SPAC, if you notice the events there that usually go 2 nights, or like the Dave Matthews or the Grateful Dead, and yeah, exactly, right. So the jam band, this is kind of a mecca for it, especially because we're so close to Burlington, which is like really like home base for most of that stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's so cool. So what is your favorite Dogs in a Pile song?
I don't know them by the titles. They're a jam band, so it's like every night's like totally different. They go into the first night, as a good example, they did a version of a Grateful Dead song called Shakedown Street. Was the first song they did to open up the first night, and it was 30 minutes long.
Oh my God. Okay. Yep.
So there's a lot of it's like kind of like a jam music. It's kind of like a jazz influence, a lot of improv and everything.
I love that.
And a lot of the it's kind of like Fish. A lot of the song titles, like it might not even say that word in the song, so you got to do a little digging on the song titles.
Yes.
I'm more of just like listen to the whole live set.
Yes. I love that. There's nothing better than live music, and we're so fortunate to have so many great bands here in Saratoga tonight.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm a Ben Folds fan.
Oh,
yeah.
So will you be heading over to the city center tonight?
I'll be making my rounds, yeah. I usually do. Our stuff goes later, I think, than everything else, so I'll still get plenty of that.
That's great. So tell us about your role in Saratoga New Year's Eve and how Putnam Place got involved.
Well, I think that they've always done something here. We've been there as a music venue for 15 years, and many of the years they did events that corresponded with the different bars and different specials and all that sort of stuff. But the last couple of years, this has come together and been really nice with the city getting involved like they have. And I don't remember exactly like who came to me with the idea, but I know it was an easy yes.
Yeah. Well,
because we want to be part of the city and everything, and we love the city. It's a fantastic place year round. Like all the different seasons have cool things to do here.
Absolutely.
We're coming up on Chowder Fest now. So,
yes, February 8th.
Yeah. So everything kind of rolls into chasing down the summer and the spring like we are.
Absolutely.
Always, right?
And we're so grateful for venues like you and Caffe Lena and UPH who have music all year round.
Yeah.
I think
great
a
artists
lot of,
over at their places tonight too. The Talking Dreads,
yes.
right, at UPH.
Jeet and I were just talking about that.
We had them during a track
you
at
did.
our place. And
that's great. Yeah. Hopefully you have them back again this summer. I want to go.
Yes, yeah.
Love the reggae.
They're fantastic.
We're so lucky to have year-round music here in Saratoga. I think a lot of people think we are a summer destination, but there's always stuff to do all year round, whether it's getting a good meal at one of our many restaurants, listening to live music, going shopping, outdoor activities. So I'm really excited that we have this opportunity to showcase Saratoga in the winter.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite wintertime activity?
I mean, I like the holidays in general. I just like being able to see family, and even like these shows, we have people that have flown in and everything, so people that you only see once a year and that sort of stuff. So like, I guess I just like the family vibe of it. You know what I mean? The holidays in general.
Saratoga is like a close family. You can walk down the street and run into someone you know. I feel like it kind of looks Hallmark-esque right now with all the lights and the decorations.
Yeah, they do a great job. It's beautiful.
It's such a nice downtown, safe, walkable downtown. I love it.
Yes, absolutely.
So I have to ask, what is your New Year's resolution?
I'm just trying to be more disciplined in myself on an everyday basis. I'm going through like a fitness health thing. I started with a personal trainer a couple months ago, and
Good
I
for
go
you.
3 times a week. And now for January, we're upping it to 5 times a week.
Wow, it's a big jump.
So it's it's exciting, but I love feeling good.
Good for you. That's great.
Yeah.
I need to start exercising.
Yeah.
If you can believe it, I was a Division I athlete at one point in my life, and
I
now
can believe it.
not so much.
Ski or what was your
I
thing?
played field hockey
Okay.
at Quinnipiac, so I was in pretty good shape at that point. Now I do 30-pound arm curls every day. I lift 2 little children, 1.5 and 4, and they're my only source of exercise.
That'll work those arms good. And keep
Totally.
you running around, I'm sure,
Totally.
for probably the next 20
Totally.
years.
And they steal all your food. Every time you get
There you
something
go.
good,
Yeah,
they
so,
take it from
so
you.
they involve the nutrition plan
Exactly.
as well.
So, I eat less. So it's
So what is your resolution?
my resolution. Well, number 1 is the podcast. I'm very excited to launch this podcast with Bright Sided Media.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm hoping we get a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, and I'm just really passionate about sharing all of the stories that Saratoga has. I think there are so many businesses and business owners who have a message to share, and I want to offer them a platform to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
really
great.
excited about this, and I think in turn we'll get some good visitors and tourists out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beyond the track and the summer events, I think there's a lot to talk about. So that's my number 1 goal. Number 2, drink more water.
Yeah, you can't go wrong on that.
It's always coffee and wine.
You have one over
coffee.
there.
I do, and it's not open.
However, the wine glass.
Champagne had no problem with, but the water, yeah. Yeah, have you?
Well, you're pacing yourself. It's
I'm
all right.
trying.
Good.
Have you seen those videos where the women carry those ginormous Stanleys around? That's me, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
always full.
Right. Oh.
So I'm like,
It's
drink
like
more
falls
water.
over and it spills in the car. She's like, oh,
Exactly.
gotta drink that thing.
I got one of those little rubber things on the top to cover the straw because it's always full, so it always spills.
Yes. Yeah. They
So-
don't fit in the regular. I love those things. That's what I bring to the gym, but they don't fit in the regular cup holders.
No.
So the thing's odd, and
They
if you
don't.
leave the thing open, you're getting a mess.
They don't. Yep, they don't. But, so, got a lot of work on our hands, but I'm excited for you, and I hope you crush your goals at the gym. 5 days a week is quite ambitious.
Thank you.
I think you're going to do great.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for coming. I
Yeah.
hope you get to enjoy the music tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
If
Thank
you
you
take
for
any
having
good
me.
videos, send them to us to share with our folks at home.
All right, we'll do.
Thank you so much. All right, now we're going to cut to some footage at the city center.
What's his last name? What did he?
Thursday breeze brings something wild in the river runs through. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out of town. So cover me up, know your love to use me for good.
I have Sarah Craig, the executive director at Caffe Lena, with me. Welcome.
Welcome, and thank you for welcoming me, and Happy New Year. And doesn't Saratoga look beautiful tonight?
It does. I was just saying to Sly, it's like a Hallmark movie back here with all of these Christmas
know.
decorations and
It is.
storefronts. We're so lucky to live in Saratoga.
We are, and I'm so glad that you gave me the call to come up and talk to you on the porch of Saratoga Arms, or else I just would have been down at Caffe Lena all night. So
Well, look,
thank
we
you.
got you out. So, talking about Caffe Lena, who's performing tonight on New Year's Eve?
We have a great band from Boston called Los Sugar Kings. Los Sugar Kings. We first started booking them a few years ago because they play music from the Caribbean and
Ooh,
sing
love
in
that.
Spanish and just have great beats. Danceable, really fun band. We're having a good time down there. It is
That's
packed to
awesome.
the rafters. People
Yay!
are chair dancing.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Now that sounds unusual for Caffe Lena.
No, actually, we love to have that kind of up-tempo music. It's really fun. It just needs to have roots and culture. And, it's not pop music. It's music that comes from a long tradition in Latin America and the Caribbean. And it sounds awesome on our sound system.
I love that. You have such a beautiful venue. Joanne actually gave me a tour a few weeks back. Actually, it's probably a couple months back when we had a media writer in town. And there's a huge picture of Bob Dylan back there.
There
And
is, yeah, the
there's
man
a
of the
story
moment.
about that. Can you tell us about being one of the oldest performing folk venues?
Yeah, well, this is a really legendary venue, and it's been at 47 Phila Street, downtown Saratoga Springs, since May of 1960.
Wow.
In continuous operation, and that makes it the longest running venue of its kind in the country. So it's a real Saratoga landmark, and this community has been devoted to it for a long time, but it's really known around the world. And Bob Dylan indeed did play there. He did a couple of weekends back in the early 60s, 1961 and in 1962. In fact, he was playing there right around this time of year, and that's when that iconic photo was taken.
That's great. That's great. Oh my gosh. What a cool venue. And the stage, I like how everything is so intimate. The stage is like slightly elevated, but all the chairs are nice up and close.
Well, that's the nature of the kind of music that we do, that it's really about that vibe that develops between the stage and the audience. And the audience feels very much a part of the show. The performers just feed off that energy. They can see the audience. You know, it's not like they're just looking at these bright lights and they don't really know who's out there. They're looking at you and they can see you reacting, and they just feed off of that energy. So it's really cool. Yeah.
That's so cool. So how did you guys get involved in how did you get involved in Saratoga New Year's Eve?
Well, it started with first night.
Right?
Yeah, we were part of it right from the beginning. So we participated in Saratoga first night for about 20 years. And then, of course, the pandemic hit. And so during the pandemic, our venue did something really cool, which was it got redesignated by New York State from being a live performance venue to being a broadcast studio. So that meant that we could actually keep putting bands on stage all through the pandemic. And those musicians became essential workers. And we could even have people in from out of state to be essential workers. We streamed the shows live online with no audience in the house. And we did something every single night during the pandemic.
That
We
is so
either pulled an old show out of the archives and streamed that, or we had a live performance. And people who were watching the shows chipped into a virtual tip jar, and they supported regional musicians to the tune of $100,000 during the pandemic. And that really became a lifeline for some of those folks, because a lot of them weren't getting the kind of financial support that the rest of us got. So that was awesome. And so what came out of that was, at the end of the year, when it was time for New Year's Eve, we wanted to do something special. And what we did was we took highlights from the year and just made a highlights reel. So in 2020, we did 20 songs. Then in 2021, 21 songs. And it turned out to be an absolute blast. So starting at 8 o'clock, there's going to be a highlights reel running on our YouTube channel. And it's 24 songs from the past year. And there will be hundreds of people watching from all over the country.
I love that. What is your YouTube channel?
It is Caffe Lena. So youtube.com/Caffe Lena.
Perfect.
Caffe with a double F,
Yes.
because our founder was Italian, and that's how you spell it in Italy.
Oh. Let's talk about the founder.
Yeah, so that's Lena Spencer. On January 4th, it would have been her 102nd birthday.
Wow.
She founded the venue with her husband in 1960. He ended up taking off in 1962, and she kept it going all those years by herself until she passed away in 1989. At that point, it became a nonprofit organization, and that's how it's been running since.
Oh, that's so great.
Loads of volunteers. Like when you come to a show at Lena's, all the people waiting on tables and running the kitchen are all volunteers. And that's another thing that gives the place just this kind of like...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like, it's just a different vibe than a regular venue. It's got a real like, I don't know, it's like homey and welcoming and warm, and we serve beer and wine. We have great desserts. We have some light fare. And when you come to a show, you're often sharing a table with somebody else. So for people who are new in town or just visiting, it can be a wonderful way to meet people.
Oh, I love that. So if you're making the trip to Saratoga, you definitely want to put Caffe Lena on the top of your list.
Yeah, you haven't done Saratoga if you don't go to Caffe Lena.
Oh, I love this. So let's talk about Saratoga. What are some of your favorite places, restaurants, things to do outside of Caffe Lena?
Yeah, well, you know, One of the things that we like to do is have local suppliers for our menu. So, for example, Saratoga Tea and Honey, which is like the best place to get a cup of tea in Saratoga,
Yes.
supplies our tea. It's absolutely special. They've developed like maybe 4 or 5 different blends for us, and we love selling that. And our neighborhood is just a lot of fun. There's Lyrical Ballad, which is this wonderful antiquarian and used bookstore on Phyla Street. Sushi Thai Garden right across the street is kind of like our company cafeteria. Like we all eat there every day. Hattie's Chicken Shack, which is right downstairs in our building, is another Saratoga legend.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're just surrounded by icons on Phyla Street.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, to have Hattie's and Lena in the same building is just, the building's got good vibes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
When we have writers come to town and I work on itineraries to showcase what we can in 24, 48 hours, I always put Hattie's and Cafe Lena because it's a must. You can't, if you have 48 hours in Saratoga, you have to hit both of those places.
You do. And then if you're staying overnight, Sweet Mimi's in the morning. Yeah,
Breakfast.
line up early, get up early and go. Yeah.
Jeanette is fabulous. She helps us out too with a lot of reservations just for the writers. But yes, it's tough to get in there. There is always a line out the door, even when it's cold. I stood outside in the rain to get inside to Sweet Mimi's. It's that good.
Yeah, people are absolutely devoted to that place, and you can stand there and read about Cafe Lena's shows while you're waiting to go in.
You can. You can. Well, I'm so excited to have you here. This is such a wonderful event, and I'm so glad that you guys were able to be a part of it with Putnam Place and UPH. We have so many great venues.
It's true.
So many great musicians. We're so fortunate.
It's a great town for music lovers. And, you know, in the summer, you're not going to want to miss SPAC, but you can come any time of year and see a bunch of great shows in Saratoga.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what we've been saying. We're more than just a summer destination. You can come to Saratoga all year round for great food, live music, arts and culture, shopping, everything. You name it.
Architecture, the buildings. I mean, if you did nothing but walk up and down the streets and just ooh and ah at the buildings, you would have a good time.
Totally. Just go up, down north of Broadway by Skidmore. Those houses are
up,
ginormous.
down. Yeah.
Go down. Beautiful houses. And you know, I heard we have a tour guide who actually takes people on tours of North Broadway. And there's a story to every single one of those houses and the family that designed them. And it's just the coolest thing ever. So if you do come and you want to take a tour, history tour, walking tour, there's so much to learn about.
Yeah, totally. It's a completely unique town. It's an authentically, like, just well-preserved, unique town. It's not just, you know, chains. It's not an Instagram reel. It's the real deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
hope you have a great night.
We will. It is packed down there. I'm sorry I was running a little late. I was doing
No
crowd
worries.
control. We're at maximum capacity. Had to turn a lot of people away. I'm sorry about that, but I hope they come back for the 9 o'clock show. We've got the band playing again at 9.
I love that.
All right.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to swing by soon and see a show. So I will
Sounds
be in
good.
touch.
All right.
Thank
you.
you.
Yes.